Today's live stream. You heard it right. It's Masters Chat. It's the Masters, and it's on everybody's lips right now. We are in the midst of hopefully some unbelievable golf over the next 4 days. So guys, if you're joining me on Instagram, joining me on YouTube, welcome to tonight's live stream. It's Thursday, and you know what? We go live for 30 minutes every single Thursday. Usually to hear what problems you've got in your golf game. But tonight, we're going to talk all things Masters. I'm pointing this way because we do have the Masters on the side. So who's looking strong? You know what has really surprised me? Obviously, like, I'm a massive Tiger fan, and I always hope Tiger does perform the best. I think I cried last time on the Masters, not going to lie. But he's looking strong. I think he just made birdie on 13. He's 1 under par, let's say, with one more par 5 to play. It's putting him in a brilliant position going in. But one noticeable performance is definitely Cameron Smith. -3, a lot of talk around him. He's had a great start to the year. So it's brilliant to see him up there as well. And we've got a lot of tenacity him. He's going to be around. He's not going to be phased by anybody coming close to him. But guys, welcome to the live stream. I want to talk about the Masters. I want to hear what you're watching. Are you watching it? But also, like, have you got any problems in your golf game? I put a few things out on Instagram, put a few things out on YouTube, and I want to hear all about your golf game. Because I've actually just put a YouTube video up as well. That's all about rotation the backswing, rotation the downswing, and it's a brilliant one. I think it's probably one of the best ones me and Nat have done. We're outside, we're on the golf course, we're talking about how you can turn better in the backswing, but also how you can get a little bit better turn with some speed on the way down. So I would definitely recommend checking that one out. Guys, welcome if you're just joining me on Instagram and on YouTube. We're getting some questions here from Joe Torres saying, Alex, it's good to see you again. Joe, it's great to see you again. Let me know where you're watching from. Get down in these comments. I would love to hear where you're tuning in from this evening. I appreciate I'm interrupting your Masters chat, your Masters watch. The GOAT, Tiger Woods, is walking down in his pink roll neck, we're calling that? We're calling that a roll neck, aren't we? Absolutely mint. We've got Vivian from Playa de Carmen, Mexico. Brilliant. Welcome to the live stream. And we're going to hold this one up here as well. On here, let's have a look at you guys here on Instagram. Where can I watch the Masters? Well, the Masters, I watch it on Sky Sports. There's no plug with that. It's just on my TV, but I'm sure there are a load of different opportunities to stream it and get it. I get some questions in here from Instagram, and we'll go on here. Favorite player. So favorite player. I mean, let's discount Tiger Woods, because Tiger Woods is, I think, if we look at it like majority of people's favorite player, he's definitely somebody that for me I grew up watching, and probably one of the reasons that I play golf, if I'm being perfectly honest. So Tiger Woods would definitely, but you know what? Outside of Tiger Woods, I really, really, really like Billy Horschel. I think he's mint. I love the way he dresses. Maybe he takes a little bit long over the golf ball, but yeah, big fan of Billy Horschel, and he won the PGA Championship in the UK last year. We've got Rick Gus been watching from New Jersey, Masters app all morning. TV coverage about to start. Brilliant. Yeah, I mean, it's just started here in the UK, full Masters coverage. So as soon as we're off on this one, we will be watching that. I will be getting my feet up watching that. We've got people saying Brooks is their favorite player. Killing Texas. Favorite Masters memory. What a brilliant question. Brilliant question. Favorite Masters memory. Well, for me, it's probably, this is going to sound really cliche, but my favorite Masters memory is definitely going to be, see if you can get it. In your life, have you ever seen anything so good? I think that's exactly how it's said. Yeah, Ops Tiger's chip. Like, it just has to be. That whole chip, the whole scenario, the golf ball sitting on the edge. I don't think you can top that personally. I think that is the best it gets. But guys, getting those comments, there are a few people here on Instagram saying the best Masters memory was that chip in. But I'd love to hear what it is for you. Get down in those comments. We're obviously all here about you. But also, guys, anything that you've got worried about in your golf game, I'm putting a reel up later, and we've got a YouTube video up about topping the golf ball. Now, there's nothing probably more frustrating than topping the golf ball, right? Either that's with an iron, that's with a driver, it's with any club, it just gets us in trouble. If we catch it thin or we hit it fat, at least it goes a little bit further. But generally, if we're topping it, it's absolute mayhem. So we've got our fix coming up for that later, which is nice and simple. Actually doing it with my 5 wood. Don't carry through it at the minute, just 5 wood. But okay, so let's just go through these scores of the Masters right now. I know you're probably watching it, but let's talk. Let's see if we can get some talking points on this. Daniel Berger, Cameron Smith, and Joachim Niemann all tied at -3, and Sung Jae Im tied at -3. So we have 4 players tied at -3. A former Masters champion, Danny Willett, there at -2. It's mad, isn't it? I was listening to the coverage before, and I actually thought this about Danny Willett. Like, he obviously had a big win last year with some unbelievably good players in that field. But he sometimes goes away, goes off the radar, and then pops up again in these big events, which is mint to see. He's probably one of my favourite British players. So mint if he can do it. And Robert McIntyre down at -1. Tiger Woods, though, that is the thing on everybody's lips. How good is he going to do? Cameron Smith now at -4. How good is Tiger going to do? Let's see what we all think. Let's get a consensus on this, because I don't think he can win, personally. Obviously, we saw his press conference and he believes he can, which he's going to say that. But personally, I don't think he's going to win. As much as my heart is telling me that, I think I really love him to win. But I want to get into a little bit more Masters talk here. This is interesting. Like, if you think of a few players that are missing, right, who've been up there before, Tiger wins. We're getting Tiger wins. I mean, I'd love to see it. We've got Jason Day not playing. We've got Ricky Fowler, who's not playing. We've got Martin Keimer, that's not playing. I mean, it's mad to think that these players who were 5-6 years ago in every single one of these majors. But yeah. So BPA said, watching Tiger do amazing 13 months ago following his horrific incident. Go Tiger Woods. Unbelievable, isn't it? Like, I'm getting a lot of support here from Tiger on Instagram, and that he can do it. You think of it when he won the US Open. He was injured, but I mean, there's a slightly different injury than what he's got now. Okay, Vivian Torres said, swing speed is what I'm trying to improve. Not a woman, by the way. I'm logged into your YouTube premium account. Is that video mentioned addressing this? Well, today's video goes up on my YouTube channel right now. It's actually up right now. It will help increase your club head speed. But what you've got to think about is, if you want to create speed, you need a few things: width in your golf swing. And the main thing that I see, let's say 85 to sort of 90% of club golfers not do, is rotate in that backswing. Anytime you're not rotating enough, it's hard to sort of create them more rotation on the way down. So the 2 exercises that Nat has out for you on Instagram, go and check it. It's on my story and YouTube. After you finish watching this live stream at 8:30, do go and check that out. It's 2 exercises that are tailored to help you improve your backswing and your downswing. You can do them with a golf club in your hand, and it really gives you a great feeling of speed. I'm actually doing it right now, doing all the typical golfers things, of power and feeling in your golf swing. So yeah, it's a mega one. Do go and check that one out after this. So guys, if you are watching on Instagram right now, thanks so much for joining me. Great point here from Ricky Grusu from YouTube. He said, no Poulter, no Stenson, no Kuchar. And Casey's just pulled out as well. This is massive. I think it's crazy. We're sort of seeing a new era of golf come. Like, if you look at the young players coming up now, and I guess this has sort of been evolving over the last 5 years from your likes of JT, Jordan Spieth, that they come out and they are ready to go. Like, we don't have this thing of trying to find your feet and then get on tour. I mean, we do have that in Scotty Scheffler. We've had sort of some players like that, but we're seeing far more of these players come straight out on tour, straight out ready to compete, not just on a PGA Tour basis, not just on a DP Tour basis, but actually at the very pinnacle of the game, the Masters, the US Open, the US PGA, the Open. So for me, this is absolutely mega. I'm dead excited. You know what I would love to see, and this is going to be controversial. You get a lot of people that will probably disagree with this, and we'll see it never happen. Rory McIlroy, I would love to see him complete his career Grand Slam. Like, for me, he is an unbelievable player, and I think he's just got this whole shadow over him right now of the Masters. Every time it comes to the Masters, the first thing on people's lips is, will Rory complete his career Grand Slam? And for him not to have that, and for him not to have this whole rhetoric around it, I honestly think his whole golf game in general will be a lot better. and you'll see him perform better over a longer period. That's just my opinion. I love Rory. I'm a massive Rory fan. Hey guys, if you're watching on Instagram right now, I've got a link in my story. So click that link if you want to come and join us over on YouTube. We're going to be here for at least another 20 minutes talking all things golf. So come and join me over there. Okay, guys, so I'm just with you now. We're here on Instagram, so on YouTube, sorry, get your comments down below. I'm seeing Lee Westwood here at even through 7 holes. I mean, that's a nice, tidy start for Lee. One of a player that I hate to say it, but has always probably been caused a bit of a bridesmaid in the sense that he's always been close, but never quite been up there. Okay, I've got a new updated leaderboard. I've just updated mine. Danny Willett, Daniel Berger, Cameron Smith, Joachim Neiman, Sung Jae Im, all tied at -3. Go on the Willett. I mean, it's strange, isn't it? Like, Willett is obviously a player that has won at the top level of this game. He's won a major champion, and one being the Masters. But if you said, right, and you were a professional golfer and you just played one of these events in your career, or let's say you just played the majors and you could only win one of them, what would be the one you'd want to win? I think it's quite interesting, this, because I put something up on my Instagram story, and I'm going to get it up right now because I think this is really, really interesting, because a lot of people were saying the Masters. Now, I don't know whether that's just because of right now. Like, obviously the Masters is on, so there's a lot of excitement around it. There's a lot of talk about it. But yeah, the Masters was quite a clear winner. It was like 67% Masters, followed by the Open and the US Open, sort of 50-50 on sort of the rest of that share, and then the USPGA coming in. I'm not going to say one thing. I would want to win the Masters. I should say that. I shouldn't say that. But yeah, I would. Alexander Onnett said, how can I become a trainer? And tips. Alexander, I don't know what your sort of background is, but if I go down sort of my background to where I have got right now, I did my PJ, which is effectively your coaching degree as a professional golfer. And then I've sort of evolved and got involved with the likes of Natalie, who've done their My TPI Performance. And she's done lots of other sort of extra things on top of that, which has helped evolve her into the great trainer she is right now. And we've got a great example of that on tonight's YouTube video. Like I said earlier, I think that is probably the best exercise that Nat's done. It's brilliant. So do go and check that out. But guys, get down in these comments. What is your biggest bugbear right now in your golf game? Also, if you are enjoying this, please, it really does help me. If you are new to the channel, do subscribe, do hit the thumbs up button. I'd love for you to join this team, join this channel, because this channel is powered by you, the viewer. We go live every Thursday. We're here to help you improve. And if anyone has got paint on my hands, I've been painting at the house. So yeah, it means a lot when you guys subscribe. It means a lot when you guys comment, because I'm here to help you improve, and you guys are the inspiration for me creating my YouTube videos. So I do appreciate all the support. Okay, so I just want to give you a bit of a sneak peek to what's coming up over the next few days. On YouTube, we've got a topping video coming out tomorrow. So if you're someone who tops the golf ball and really struggles with that with fairway woods or driver or even irons, tomorrow's YouTube video is going to be cracker. Saturday, I've got my vlog. So if you remember a couple of weeks ago, I went to Miami with Puma. It was a launch event. So actually, the clothing I got on now. And it was mega. And I got to meet Cal Berkshire, lots of other players. Ricky Fowler was there. And it was awesome. But I actually ended up doing a little behind the scenes vlog. Now, I know it's not a usual tips video that we usually put on a Saturday, but I definitely think it was worth putting up on Saturday. So that is going out then. Also, because you're lucky enough to be listening right now, we do have a giveaway. We have a giveaway coming on YouTube here on Sunday. You can get your hands on, I'll give you some more information on this, a brand new Cobra Rad Speed driver. Yes, you heard me right. A brand new Cobra Rad Speed driver. I'm giving you the chance to win it this Sunday. This Sunday night, to celebrate the end of the Masters, I'm going to give you a chance to win a brand new Cobra driver. So if you are listening right now, do share this video, do hit the thumbs up button, and make sure you subscribe because this will all help you win this driver. Awesome. Okay, here, Alexander said, tips become a better wedge player. So first things first, right? And I say this to everybody, think of your stance, right? Driver is your most powerful club. Putter's your most finesse club. So driver wants to be your widest stance, and you want to get slightly narrower as you come to your wedges. So how I set up to a pitch shot, and this is massive to becoming a better wedge player, is a stance around 2 club head widths apart. If you're a right-handed player, wait a little bit on your left-hand side and just pull the left foot back. And I like to grip. So imagine you get your golf club. I have even amount of grip at the top end and the bottom end because this shortens the lever. And just I feel it gives me way more control of my club head when I'm actually hitting the ball away. So that's what I would say. The final thing that I would say to become a better wedge player is controlling that club head speed. So however far you swing back is how far you want to swing through. When people have that same distance and trying to control that distance on the way down, that is when we struggle. That is when we're going to get in a situation where we're not going to accelerate enough. We're going to de-accelerate into the golf ball. And it's a tricky one. That's where we get into a bad situation of batting, thinning shots, and really, really struggling with the golf ball. So we can't get in that situation. So Blake clearly said, I love Rory. I love Rory. Also media with him winning after a few holes, even though he shot himself out of it on the tourney after one day so many times. It's interesting, isn't it? I'm just letting the dog out, by the way. Rory, so many times, if we take his first round out, has put himself in situations where he could have won the tournament if it was a 3-round tournament. So those last 3 rounds, like last year at the Masters, he would have been up there. I think he was up there anyway. The Open, the US Open, every single time, it's amazing, isn't it? How we get into a situation where we can't finish off a tournament. And I think like when Rory's like that, I can definitely relate to it in the sense of when you bogey or double bogey the first hole, you tend to then relax and you just play well. I don't know if anybody's sort of been in that same situation. You bogey the first hole, your expectations go lower, and then you just start enjoying your game. It's definitely probably what Rory's going through. So, Blake, that is a brilliant analogy and a brilliant comment. So, thanks so much for that. Alexander, no problem at all. Blake Kirby, said, better lag putting help. Yeah. Okay, so this is what I would do. This is a brilliant one. Do this before you go out and play, guys. Listen to this carefully. Before you go out and play, what I want you to do is, let's get a glare there for you, get that going away. Before you go out and play, what I want you to do is go out and just go on the putting green with 2 golf balls. You know a game of bowls, so you're trying to hit 2 balls next to each other, right? I want you to go on different slopes, down slopes, across slopes, up slopes, really get a feeling for the speed. Don't put towards any holes. Just try and get both golf balls to kiss and just touch. This is a great way to hold your speed. This is a great way to replicate your speed. And it gives you a good sense of what your pace control is going to be like out on the golf course. You know, when you go and put on the putting green, we always put a lot of pressure. Oh, I can't miss a putt. And especially we get those little tiddlers, got to practice them. And that's fine. We've got to do that. But don't put yourself under any pressure. Dial in your speed. I guarantee you'll be better at holding some putts. So Johnny Nichols said, been watching Tiger since hole 1. He's looking real great right now, and I love the azalea-coloured shirt he's got on. I totally agree. That azalea-coloured shirt is absolutely mint, and I love how he's going roll neck. He's rolling back the years. Remember when he used to wear that red roll neck? He wore a black roll neck. It was absolutely mint. So, guys, honestly, Tiger for the win, but I don't know if he's going to be able to. Okay, so another one coming here. Tend to shuffle my feet too much onto my heels with driver. Is there a cure? So, Rick, this is an interesting one. It's definitely, a link to your setup and how you're setting up to the golf ball. But one thing that I would say is if you're putting your weight too much onto your heels, I would roll a towel up, stand on a towel, and hit some golf balls away. It'll give you a real sense of trying harder to balance and then jump off that towel, and you'll feel a lot more grounded. And that could be a great way of actually getting your weight a little bit more proportion towards the balls of your feet. That's where I like to feel it, and that's the best way of doing it. Okay, here we go. Jack said here, tips for green reading. Okay, I like this one. Brilliant one, guys. And don't forget, get down in those comments. We're here to help. So get down in these comments. Green reading. Ooh. Best way of explaining this is looking at the overall slope. So when you're standing behind the ball, is your left or right side higher? I work it out this way. So I always look at the putt from behind. I then always look at the putt from the low side. So I'd look at it from behind, identify what's the high side, what's the low side, and then go to that low side. I then can have a look at the sort of arcing of the putt and how it feels. So nice simple one here, Jack, is look at it from behind, establish what's low, what's high, then look at it from the down below, the low side. It'll give you a better perspective of distance. But The hardest thing is with green reading is it's definitely a skill you build up over time. You're better off playing lots of different golf courses if this is possible, trying out different slopes, and really putting yourself to a test of green reading is very much feel for me anyway. I'm very much a golfer that would not be too sort of accurate of sort of aim point or anything like that. It doesn't really sit well with me. I like to visualize that putt going in. Here you go from Vivian. He said, I tend to fall forwards a bit in my swing, especially with driver. So do we mean sort of working this way? So falling forwards to me sort of means one of two things, really. It could mean sort of standing up, early extending, or it could also mean sort of falling forwards. It's sometimes different things. So if we're early extending, we could be falling forwards. I would really try and feel as though I'm sending my left pocket back and my right chest down as a great sort of exaggeration of trying to stay in posture. That would be a really good one. Okay, say from Bradley Lay. Alex, do you think flat grips might club face in batter grips help the club face at impact? Your release drill really helped me, but I'm a field player. I feel if batter grips might help me control. So what you've got to think about right now, Bradford Lay, is okay. So I think of grip thickness as this. If you were someone that had arthritis, okay, or with bad wrists, having a thicker, softer grip would definitely help that. What you've got to understand here is as you get a thicker grip, this will reduce your ability to use your wrist. So if you take Bryson as a golfer, he's gone thicker grips because he wants to reduce his club face rotation. He wants to reduce how much his hands work in the golf swing. So Bradford, if you are somebody who is trying to square your club face, potentially going thicker might not help. But with that being said, this is all relative to you as a player. So I like to go, imagine you're gripping the golf club. Your longest finger should just be touching your pad of your hand if that's going to be sort of a measure of good grip thickness. That's how I would measure it, and that's how I want you to think of it. It's very, very important that. So yeah, potentially, but one thing I would say is if you're going thicker grip, that's going to limit your wrists in the golf swing. Okay. Johnny Nichols, I know standing on alignment sticks helps too. Yeah, I like that, Johnny. Great one. The one thing is just make sure they're not slipping around. I've been fouled to that. Sometimes not using the line, get great feel of green helps. Yeah, Johnny, it's a great point. I've actually stopped using the line. For me, like the line makes it sort of, I try to be too perfect when I put, and that just doesn't work for me. I like to put, imagine you've got your ball, you've got your marker, what brand of ball, and you've got sort of that type of ball within that brand. I make sure that when I put the ball down, it is literally blank, and I put a dot on top, so I'm focusing and putting my attention on one specific point of that dot. That is how I get around it, and that is what I think is a great way to become a better putter. Have that dot focus, have that one place of focus in your golf swing. I think it's a brilliant one. Guys, thanks so much for joining me, by the way. I love these live streams. It's so good to be talking to all you guys. It's so good to be here with you all. So thanks so much for joining me while the Masters is on. Do go and check out the video that I just put up with Natalie tonight. It's called The Best Rotation Drill. I'm reading it off here so I can fully remember it. For your backswing and your downswing, it's super simple. And I get a lot of comments on this about how easy this one is. So do go and check that out. You will not be disappointed. It's one of my favorites that me and Nat have done of all time. So do go and check that out. Okay, guys, we're going to cut it short tonight. Thanks so much for joining me. The Masters is on. I'm going to leave you. Tiger's coming down the stretch. Let's hope we can bring it in. And thanks so much for joining me. If you are brand new to the channel, don't forget this channel is powered by you, the viewer. So please do subscribe, do hit that thumbs up button, and leave some comments down below because I am here to help you improve. Anything that you want to improve on in your golf game, I'm here to help you. We've got some crackers coming up over the next few weeks. Jonathan, I am so jealous. So jealous. Blake Kirby said, I would like to thank you on eliminating my vicious driver slice. Blake, leave it with me. We've got some cracking videos coming up, but also go and check out this one. I'm going to leave you a sort of parting thought here. If you're a slicer, I've got this video. It's called Only Drill You'll Need is a thumbnail. It's a blue thumbnail. 99% of golfers, golf coaches will not show you this way. Go and check that out, Blake. You will not be disappointed, and it will really help cure your slice. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. Enjoy the Masters. Absolutely enjoy the Masters.